All right, guys. So we have a video here made by another content creator by the name of Legions Gaming. Now, the title of this video, all right, is "This was my worst story reaction. Wuwa community made me crash out." Now, the reason why I wanted to react to this video is because I've seen, like, in the Wuwa community right now, the hottest topic is the Wuthering Waves 2.5 story. That's the hottest topic. And you have a lot of CCs pretty much going back and forth with the community with their opinions. There's like pretty much two sides as of to right now when it comes to the Wuwa 2.5 story. You have Rover side and you have Frolova side. Now, which side am I in? Honestly, I'm on both sides. I understand the Rover and I also understand Frolova. So I can see where Rover, because a lot of people are saying that Rover, he was a hypocrite in the story, and some people are saying that Frolova, her crashing out over a promise she made to a random ass character is weird. So both sides are valid. That's why I'm on both sides. All right, I'm not on just one side. I understand both sides. However, the way that some people are overreacting in the community, like they're going out their way to like attack any CC who chooses to go against Rover and they choose Frolova, or they choose to go against Frolova and stay on Rover's side. It's just an absolute shit show. Like I've just seen a lot of crash out videos. The amount of crash out videos I've seen, my nigga, it's crazy. And it's funny as fuck to see like so many CCs crashing out and the community crashing out. It's just hilarious to me. And I'm just sitting in the background just fucking eating my popcorn watching this shit because I think it's hilarious, because it's really not that deep, but at the same time, this really goes to show how complex the 2.5 story was. It was so good to the point where you have people debating on the internet about the story. Like the fact that people are debating about the story, that just goes to show that Kuro, they did a great job. All right, they did a great job with the story because everybody has a different opinion on the 2.5 story, which is great. That's what stories should be about. People having different thoughts, different opinions, different takes. That's what story is all about. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm actually not mad at the fact that we're debating over the story. I'm just actually happy that we all have our own opinions and we're expressing our thoughts with each other. It's just that my only problem is some of you guys are just not respectful. Like, we have to be respectful about it. We have to react to opinions in a respectful way versus just going out and attacking that person, just calling them names and etc. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this video. I'll put it at 1.25 times speed. We might not watch the whole thing, but I really want to see his experience with the community while playing the story, because I didn't even, when I was playing the 2.5 story, I didn't go live. I just recorded my reaction to the story and that was pretty much it. And I will say the community, they like, and my comment section was pretty chill. Like, I didn't have to ban a single person. You guys were very respectful, very chill, and I really appreciate that. So, yeah, shout out to you guys. But I want to see what his deal is with the community and why he crashed out. So let's see what this is all
Even
about.
after being so fair on my review and talking about Frolova and Rover, and I've seen this in many people's communities, not just mine. Damn, some of you guys are crazy. Like, I specifically in my review nowhere said anything about Rover being a piece of shit or anything like that. And the fact that you guys are getting so butthurt about people that do say that is, oh my god.
Like, I had some people come into my comment section saying L Rover is a hypocrite. When I said in my video, my reaction video, I was like, Rover not keeping his promise to Frolova is not on the same level as her turning people into tacit discourse. Like, you guys remember what she did back in was it Huanglong? Yeah, I think it was Huanglong. That village with Scar, and she just turned a bunch of people into tacit discords. It was a disaster. It's like she actually did crazy shit. She's literally part of a terrorist group. She's part of a evil organization. So to equate her to Rover, like, I don't think she's on like the same level as Rover. Rover can definitely be a hypocrite, and that's fine. We are. Let's be honest, man. We were all hypocrites once in our life. Not even once, but multiple times, including me. But as long as you're aware that you're a hypocrite and you move on from that, that's all that matters. So if Rover comes off as a hypocrite, is it the end of the world? No. If somebody says that he's flawed, is it the end of the world? No. He can grow, right? There's a reason why it's called character development. He can grow from that and become a better person, become a better character. That's what character development is all about. So to sit here and crash out at somebody for saying that, Rover was a hypocrite or he had flaws or he wasn't, sympathetic towards Frolova or whatever, you shouldn't be getting mad about that, bro. That's just that person's opinion. You can disagree with their opinion, but crashing out at their opinion, I don't know, man. It's kind of cringe.
So cringe. Oh my god. It's actually so cringe that some people are getting that mad. Y'all are going to war at each other about opinions. We turning into the Genshin community, bro. What the fuck is going on? I in my video, I said that while I understand why
I ain't gonna lie, Wuwa community low key, they've been really toxic lately, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. They've been mad toxic lately. You had the whole 4-star situation, how you have a lot of Kurobots. And I wouldn't say every single Kurobot, but I will say the people who are trying to defend Kuro for not dropping a lot of 4-star units is probably like the minority, because I can say majority of the community, we can all agree that the game desperately needs 4-star characters. And you also have, a part of the Wuwa community where these people are just allergic to criticism. Whenever you say, the game can be better or this is what the devs can do, people take that as an offense and they're like, oh, go back to getting shit or go back to HSR and all that bullshit. So Wuwa community, definitely toxic. But would I say that they're on the same level as the Hoyo community? Fuck no. Hoyo community is like the final boss, bro. Like Wuwa community is like, I will say the Wuwa community is like a level 50 boss, and the Hoyo community is like fucking level 100, bro. Like Hoyo community is next fucking level, man, because at least for like Wuwa, the game is good. Meanwhile, when it comes to Hoyo games, like the games are so fucking shit, yet these people go out their way to defend the games as if their life depends on it. It's actually insane.
Rover did what he did and didn't trust her. And I also have come to have my own headcanon of Rover may have never even made that promise. I did say I still feel sympathetic for Frolova. And also, I kind of was a little upset at the fact that Rover had zero compassion, even though for Cardathea, he was willing to sacrifice all of Renacita by trying to save her. Same thing with Shorekeeper, destroyed a Tethys system to try and save her. And then with Frolova, yes, she was a villain, but literally no compassion. And that was my only bad take about Rover. And then I even said, I completely understand your guys' opinions, and I understand why he did what he did. But I still feel sympathetic.
I mean, that's understandable. I mean, yeah, like when it comes to Rover, like I said, Rover can come off as a hypocrite to multiple people. He came off as a hypocrite to me as well when I was reacting to the story, but should we like crash out over that? Not really. I feel like that's why I'm saying a lot of people are overreacting. Just be like, it's just an overreaction. It's not that deep. It really isn't that deep. And I feel like a lot of people are simping over Rover way too much to the point where he's just a perfect MC. And it's like, these are the same people who go out their way to shit on characters like Ether from Genshin Impact. They're like, oh, Ether, this main character is fucking dog shit. No character development, absolutely nothing. But it's like, when we actually have a character like that in Wuwa, you guys are so quick to like shut down anybody's opinion whenever they say, oh, Rover is flawed, oh, he's a hypocrite, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, because it means that Rover being a hypocrite, Rover being flawed, guess what? There's room for improvement and character development, you know?
Holy fuck. The amount of people in my comments that were angry were insane. I banned so many people. I don't know if any of the people that haven't banned yet are in here watching, but holy shit, if you are one of those people, you guys are being super fucking cringe, man. It is actually insane. Bro, it's okay to be on both sides. Here's the difference with the gacha community. Can I tell you the difference? When I uploaded, and
I didn't have to ban anybody, all right? Just to let you guys know, I didn't have to ban anybody. The way people were reacting to my video, it was pretty chill. I will say there were a couple of retards in my comment section, but I didn't really pay attention to that. I didn't really care. Like, there was like one person, to be honest, it was a one guy situation. I was getting one guy. That's why I didn't really care, to be honest. But they're like, oh, what are you confused about? And I'm like, buddy, the reason why I said I was a little bit confused is because of the way Frolova was talking. Like, let's be honest, guys. Frolova literally talks in code. Like, she speaks in like a poetic way, and you're like, what the fuck is she talking about? You know? So that's why I said I was confused, because sometimes she just says a lot of unnecessary shit, and it just makes things a lot more confusing. So that's why I said I was confused. But of course, you know, people, the way they react whenever you say, "Oh, I'm a little bit confused in the story," they like take that as an offense. It's fucking weird. But I didn't really care. It was just one comment. It is what it is. Most of you guys were really respectful and really chill.
And the discussions online. When I uploaded my thoughts and my reaction to Expedition 33 finale, spoiler alert, if you haven't played the game, just click off the video for 2 minutes and come back. We're given the choice. Mael save all the people in the painting and sacrifice herself and their family, or
I ain't gonna lie to you
Faros
guys. I
sacrifice
never
the entire
played
world,
Expedition 33.
genocide, and save his family. And then people were going back and forth in my comments on that video or even online, but they were civil about it. They were having adult conversations, and they know, like, even if I don't agree with this person, that I can still respect their opinion and still disagree, agree to disagree. There's none of that in a gotcha space. Holy fuck, you guys are, oh my God.
I agree.
I couldn't believe after.
I know I'm pausing a lot. We're 3 minutes in, and the video is probably like 10 minutes. I don't give a fuck. But I agree with that. Like, when it comes to the gotcha space, the way people handle opinions is just so fucking cringe, bro. Like, whenever somebody makes a video expressing their thoughts about the story, I literally don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I don't care. I never go out my way to go and attack that person and say, "Oh, you're wrong, this and that, this and that." I just don't care, because that's the way they view the story. I view the story differently from them. So am I going to sit here and make it seem as if my, you know, interpretation on the story is superior than theirs? Like, no, I'm never going to do that, you know, because I just don't fucking care. I just feel like the main problem in the gotcha space is that you guys just care too much. You guys care too much about what other people say about your precious game, to the point where whenever somebody makes a video criticizing, you know, your game, saying, you know, anything about the game, you take that as an offense, because you pretty much connected your identity to the game. And when somebody says something about that game, you feel as if that person is personally attacking you. And it's like, no, bro, I'm just saying that this character is flawed, so therefore they are a hypocrite, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. Cool, let's move on. But no, oh, you're wrong. No, Rover, he's a god. He's Jesus. Like, come on, dude. Like, grow the fuck up, man. It's not that deep.
How fair I was in my review, seeing hundreds of comments, and so many of them I had to ban them from my channel, because I was like, I don't want retards like this on my channel. You guys can't even have a conversation. There was people literally cussing me out because of that. Holy shit. I don't see any of this in the Chinese and Japanese community, by the way, because I've been going on Billy
Cussing you out
talking to
over a
Japanese
fucking
viewers,
story is
and
crazy.
none of this is happening. It's only on the English side. Rolova may be my fave. I S6R5, but I understand she isn't the right, but Rover isn't. They're both wrong. They're both in the wrong, right? Like, we don't even know. And my take was, we don't even know what Rover did. We don't even know what he did in the past, and people are defending him like he's the fucking shit.
Yeah, we still don't know why he wiped his memories. We don't know why he did that. We have no idea. So, yeah.
Like, he can do no wrong. How do we know what he erased his memories for? Maybe he fucking killed a fuck ton of people. He didn't want to remember it. Holy shit! Like,
yeah, we don't know what he did, bro. We don't know why he erased his memories.
Like, people don't know how to have a conversation and debate things and discuss things without freaking out on each other or calling people racists or fucking rapists, pedophile. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, if you calling somebody a racist or a pedophile over a gotcha story, you need some fucking therapy. Like, dead ass. You need some serious therapy if you're calling somebody a racist or a pedophile. You need help.
You can't even have a normal conversation without people calling you stupid shit. I had people calling me racist in my comments over a fucking gotcha game. Oh my God, because I said that I would sacrifice thousands of people to save my family. They said that I'm Hitler. Holy fucking shit. You don't see them because I banned them. They can only see their own comment. Nobody else can see it. See, I can do a thing on here that I'll show you guys. I can do a very certain thing that you guys don't know about, okay? This is why everyone's like, oh, you must be getting one guy.
That's why most of the time you guys just see me, like, whenever I get stupid, like, I see stupid comments, I just screenshot it, put in my community posts, and just roast the fuck out of them. Like, the community post, I use it as like a wall of shame whenever somebody types stupid shit in my comments. It's not that I care about what they're saying, it's just that I want to really show you guys how stupid these people are, because whenever us CCs, we make a video talking about how retarded the community is sometimes, some of you guys are always like, oh no, it's just a minority. No, it's just that one person. It's like, no, bro. It's a lot of people. The reason why you guys don't really see those comments that much is because we banned them. We ban those comments, or we just completely like just remove them from the channel. That's why you guys just don't, see those comments a lot, because we just get rid of them because we don't have time to deal with that nonsense. But me, most of the time, I just leave them in the comments so that you guys can see it for yourselves, because I'm not, just to show you guys that I'm not making shit up. Because this community can be toxic sometimes. It's not even just this community. It's literally the gotcha space in general. It's like the space is filled with a bunch of children who just can't handle opinion. They just can't handle opinions properly. They can't. It's either you agree with them or you jump off a cliff. That's just how it works.
Because you don't see it. No, 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 no. I can literally see. I can go through this button right here and hit hide user from channel. That person can see their own comments, but nobody else can. I can't, and nobody else can. They get sent to the fucking shadow realm. That's why you
Yeah.
guys don't fucking see it.
Yep, I be doing that, bro. When I say hide user from channel, bro, I can just fucking remove them and they don't even know it. Like, it's like they're talking to a fucking void. Because when you hide the person from the channel, they can still comment, but you just won't see the comment. So they're pretty much like shadow banned, but they don't know that.
That shit up real quick because I don't want to fucking deal with that shit in my comments. Do you know how much more views and comments my videos could have if I leave those people up? But I'm
That's
not trying to have
funny.
people go to war in my comments. It's fucking cringe, man. Over a fucking gotcha game. Dude, when I played Expedition 33, there was none of this shit. Let me see if I can go to the comment section on that Expedition 33 video. There was absolutely none of that shit in that video. So there's people disagreeing with me saying I'd rather choose my L's because it's the same thing as for Lova, or Verso, I mean, sacrifice thousands to save my family. And then people are just being civil in the comments. I hearted almost every comment because they're just being civil, giving their own opinion. Dude, if you go to the video, well, you can't see a lot.
I think the reason why is because since, Claire Obscure is like, Claire Obscure is not a gotcha game. It's a very, popular game. The community that Claire Obscure has is like filled with a lot of mature people, because when it comes to the gotcha space, when it comes to gotcha games, let's be honest, guys, the gotcha space is filled with immature people who can't really, control their gotcha addiction. That's why whenever you criticize these games, they just like throw a temper tantrum. They're like, stop talking about my casino, But I think it just comes with the fact that like this behavior stems from which which genre you're in. Like, for example, when it comes to gotcha games, gotcha is not a genre, by the way. It's like a monetization strategy. I'll say when it comes to gotcha games in general, the people that gotcha games attract are just a bunch of immature fucking idiots, unfortunately. And that's just like the majority. All right. Some of you guys might disagree and say it's the minority. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I feel like when it comes to the gotcha space, it attracts a huge chunk of fucking idiots that can't control their money, right? They can't control their money. They can't, control their spending, and whenever you criticize the game, they just go haywire, bro, because they're just a bunch of children.
The comments now. See, and then this person's disagreeing with me, but
Like,
still,
gotcha games just attract a weird group of people.
Dude, there's hundreds of comments, and they're all being civil. If you would have seen the video before I banned so many people, holy shit, there was so many people going to war and angry. And I'm talking like crashing out. I'm not talking like people just saying, oh, what the fuck is that take? No, it's people like, oh, you're Hitler. You should fucking die. Why would you choose that option? Rover did nothing wrong. Bro, that's literally how people are acting. Like, what
the fuck is wrong with this community, bro?
Brother, I don't even know. I kind of want to watch Jenna's video. I just don't understand how people can get
Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, when it comes to the whole Jenna's ad thing, honestly, I've seen both sides. Like, I saw that clip where he was like, oh, I'm getting flown out to like these cruel events, and you're not. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, that's low-key kind of cringe. The way, why would you say that, But his take on the story, it was pretty fair, when he was like, the way Frolova was talking was a little bit confusing. I mean, him rating the story like a 7 out of 10, it's fine. Who really cares about the rating? I don't really give a fuck. So, I will say some people were overreacting over his like reaction. They were like doing way too much. But at the same time, when he like crashed out and said, some weird shit, I can understand why people, they were kind of thrown off when he said that. They didn't really fuck with that. So I understand both sides about that situation, so we're not gonna go deep into that.
At someone giving a first of all, a 7 out of 10 is above average. I just want you guys to know that, right? A lot of people will think a 7 is mid. A 7 is not mid. A 5 is mid. Middle 5. 1 out of 10. 5 is the middle. That's mid. Okay.
I rated it as a 9 out of 10.
7 is good.
I think
yes,
it was
I
nice. The story
definitely ruined 7 out of 10s. When they give games like fucking, that's why you don't go to these game journalists for fucking reviews. Go to your favorite content creator that you have the same values as that creator does when it comes to gaming, because they gave a fucking Dragon Age Veilguard and Concord a 9 out of 10. So don't ever listen to those idiots. Genocide is kind of right about the gacha community. He's not the only one that says that, though. A lot of people will praise when Tectone and Genocide says that. A lot of other people, me, Gacha Smack, all these motherfuckers, we've all been saying that shit since the beginning. Like, we've all been saying this shit.
Yeah, I agree.
The gacha community cannot have a nuanced conversation. I remember back in the day when I could have disagreements.
We've been all saying this since day one when it comes to the gacha community, bro. The way people handle opinions is just so cringe, bro. You guys know I talk about it every single fucking day. I put in my community posts. It's like whenever you criticize these games, these people take it to offense, bro. It's just so weird, bro. Like, why do you care so much about another person's opinion on a damn casino game? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, it's just so weird. Like, whenever somebody says anything about these gacha games, it's like to them you took a gun and shot them. Like, bro, relax, my nigga. Relax. Chill. It's not that deep, man.
Discord with my homies.
You're gonna live to see another day, okay? It's all right. It's fine.
Heated sometimes and passionate about our takes, but at the end of the day, we're still cool with each other because we're like, yeah, man, I respect your opinion, whatever. But you can't do that anymore.
You see, this over here, if I understand it correctly, they aren't mad at the score, just at Jennifer not paying enough attention at the story. But in my opinion, who cares? Exactly. It's like a lot of people are like, oh, we don't really care about his rating for the story. It's like, okay, you guys are literally crashing out just because he said he didn't understand what was going on. Like, he wasn't paying attention. Who fucking cares, man? Like, if you're going to go to, because when it comes to story reactions, guys, when it comes to story reactions, Genizat, I don't think he's the number one person you should go to when it comes to story reactions. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like a lot of, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when it comes to like lore and Wuwa, there's probably a couple of lore like content creators out there, when it comes to Wuwa, reacted to the story, talking about the lore. If you're gonna go to somebody who's there to entertain their chat, then you expecting them to like lock in the story and understand every single thing. I'm sorry, man, you're delusional. You're delusional. Like, if I go and watch somebody like, I don't know, who's a funny okay, if I were to go and watch somebody like Kevin Hart, right? Let's say Kevin Hart was playing Wuthering Waves. If I'm sitting here like, all right, I'm gonna watch Kevin Hart and I want to see him dissect the story and I want to see him be emotional over the Wuwa story, I'm fucking delusional, because that's not what he's gonna do. When he's going through the Wuwa story the entire time, bro's gonna make jokes. He's gonna crack jokes to his chat. That's all he's gonna do. He's just gonna be entertaining as fuck. So for you to go to somebody who's just there to entertain their chat, he's just there to vibe and whatever. If you're expecting that person to like lock in the entire time and like dissect the story piece by piece and be emotional, I'm sorry, man, you're a little bit delusional. That's why when, the way people were reacting to Genizat in his review to the story, it was a little cringe. I ain't gonna lie. It was a little cringe. What he did say about the whole I got invited to crew events and whatever was definitely cringe. I understand you guys why you were, not happy about that, because there was no reason for him to say that. But at the same time, some of you guys were definitely overreacting simply because he wasn't paying attention. Like, my nigga, it's not that fucking serious, bro. It really isn't. Who cares?
These days, you say something that someone doesn't agree with and you're Hitler. He blew it up, definitely going too far to say people don't spend as much as him. They don't deserve to say. Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that right there, when he said that, I was like, I would never say something like that, man.
I don't believe he said that one bit at all. I don't believe he said that at all. I haven't seen his video, but that doesn't seem like something Genizad would say. I did not expect my community to do this too in the comments, but I think it's mixed with a lot of people that were new to the stream, because we hit, I think it was like 1,100 something viewers.
How long is this video so far? 24 minutes.
A lot of people that were not. And
hopefully you guys made it this far, man. Hopefully. Please don't click off this video.
but I think they all subscribed and then commented after the timer went down, which is like, I think 10 minutes. But they were, oh my God, that chat that day was insufferable. And a lot of people are commenting like, Legions, I love watching your reactions, but you need to calm down and not let these people get to you. You were crashing out. Bro, I was crashing out because between having 400, 500 on Twitch and almost 1,200 on YouTube, 1,600, 1,700 people in chat, there was like
I ain't gonna lie, man. When you tell somebody to, like, okay, if somebody is dealing with a community that's low-key brain dead and you're telling that person, hey, dude, relax, it's not that serious, that's going to make that person crash out even more. Like, whenever somebody is mad and you're telling them, bro, relax, it's not that deep, that's going to fuel their anger even more. I hate when people do that. Like, when I know that somebody is being stupid and I call them out and then somebody tells me, bro, relax, it's not that serious, I'm like, oh my fucking goodness, bro. Like, ain't no way you're telling me to calm down when you just seen somebody say, like, when you just seen that person say one of the dumbest things ever. Like, come on, bro.
1,000 of them just saying stupid shit constantly, and I could constantly see it. I think from now on, when I get that many viewers in chat, when I'm doing story, I'm not looking at chat. Because I'm not going to lie, while a lot of you guys like my reaction for 2.5, I think my reaction to 2.5 was one of the worst reactions I've ever done for Wuthering Waves. I did not even get to appreciate the ending. I didn't get to get sad. I was just angry because while I was in that moment, people were just
that's why I decided to just not live stream my story reactions anymore. I'm like, you know what, let me just make a video of me just going through the story because I don't have time to like go through the story and at the same time look at chat and see a bunch of dumb fucks saying stupid shit. It really is frustrating. Now, I will say my experience with the Woo community when it comes to reacting to the story live hasn't been bad at all. Like, I didn't really, see a lot of dumb fucks in my live chat, saying stupid shit. It didn't really happen to me that much, but I'm still not trying to take, the risk, to deal with these stupid ass people, bro. I'm just gonna record my reaction, upload it, and move the fuck on.
Shitting on me for my opinion while I'm just venting my feelings. They don't even let me get to the end of the patch first before saying shit. And usually I have shorts that I can put up because my reactions are really good. And then dude, I honestly, while editing my review and going back and looking at the footage, I was crying. It's to myself. And I'm like, man, why didn't I get this emotional when I streamed it? It's because people were going ham in the fucking chat, just making me angry.
Yeah.
From now on, when I get to those moments, chat is not going to be looked at all. Holy shit. It literally ruined the stream. I'm fine dealing with that stuff when there's not much going on in the story and we can debate. But when there's like really emotional moments, I'm just not looking at chat anymore because it's getting to the point where there's going to be a lot of people that come in that are new and not subs that just want to they're debating about the redemption. Yo, thank you guys so much for all the super chats. Y'all don't have to do that.
I mean, yeah, this is a great stopping point. The video is getting long here, but I'm gonna go ahead and like this. But I agree with what he's saying, man. It's like when it comes to story, and it's not even just gacha games. It's anime, right? You got anime, you got shows, movies, a lot of communities out there. And whenever you express your thoughts and opinions about on the story, right? People are really like, when I'm telling, like, people, they get triggered instantly if you say one thing they don't agree with. Like, if you say one thing they don't agree with, everything you said is wrong and you're like one of the worst human beings ever. Like, it's just so fucking weird, man. The way people just overreact when it comes to opinions on a story is just really cringe. And what makes it even worse is that all of this is over a fucking gacha game story. When it comes to gacha games, let's be real, guys. Gacha games are in the bottom of the barrel in the gaming community. When you have games like God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption, Batman Arkham Knight, Uncharted, the Uncharted series, like when you have all these amazing story games, right? All these amazing AAA games, and you compare them to gacha games are nowhere near these top tier games when it comes to story. So the fact that people are sitting here crashing out over, the Wuwa 2.5 story just being weird as fuck, it's cringe. And I think the reason why people are acting this way is because this is like the first time in forever that we had a story in the gacha space. I'm not gonna say the first time in forever. I'm just gonna say, like, it's been a while since we had like an open world action RPG gacha game have a complex story that's actually pretty solid, right? So I feel like that's why a lot of people are just so divided when it comes to the Wuwa 2.5 story. It's just because it was really good and a lot of people have different opinions and different takes on the story, and it's just clashing, and it's just a fucking mess in the space. But anyways, guys, that's literally it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But that's pretty much my whole, take when it comes to the whole Wuwa 2.5 situation. I think it's silly. I think it's goofy. I think a lot of people are taking this shit way too seriously, because at the end of the day, man, it's just our opinions, and we can just like move on from that. That's literally it. But when it comes to debates and discussions, hey, I'm fine with that, bro. If people are having discussions about the story, it just goes to show how good the story is, because people are going out their way to have a conversation, express their thoughts about the stories, which is really, really good. It just shows that the story was actually worth talking about. But hope you guys have a good one, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Oh, and the next video is probably going to be me going through the new Stinging Onslaught reset in Genshin Impact, and then boy oh boy, I know it's going to be an absolute disaster. So I'll be seeing you guys there.